What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey 672 coming to you guys with a video right now. So I want to go over the salary cap for the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, some news did come out about it yesterday. I kind of want to talk about the Eagles salary cap. I think it's really important for our future. Are we going to be under the cap, over the cap next year? These questions obviously come into account of obviously how many more signings we have this year and what happens next year before free agency does happen. So, I mean, I don't see us, I see us letting go of more players next year, having more of a lot of more youth on this team. So when you look at it here, the owners of the NFL have set the cap number, okay? So the ceiling for the cap number next year is going to be $208.2 million. So $208.2 million. So now the cap could get high. It could be as high as that, or it could be as low, depending on all the owners and what's going on. So if the cap does not move to the highest point of that $208 million for the league, okay, if it stays moderate in the middle, if it gets a little top heavy, but not too much, not to its ceiling, the Eagles could potentially have $40 to $50 million in cap space next year. 40 to 50. When's the last time we had 40 to 50 million under the cap, guys? Not owing money, none of that, not restructuring contracts, none of that. Okay? This is huge because now, say you have a pretty good season, not the perfect season, but just say you have a pretty okay, we're going in the right direction type season, and you go into next year, not only you can have 35 to 50 million in cap space, but I'm telling you right now, there'll be more trades. There will be, not more trades, but there'll be more releases. There'll be more trades for maybe, we'll trade maybe a veteran player that we have. I mean, more people are going, like this 2017 Super Bowl roster is going to be gone closer and closer every single year. It's a new era now with Nick Sirianni and this whole entire team. New culture. Okay. Now, not only you have that, but you can have 10 picks next year in the draft. Potentially 3 first-round picks for 2022 on top of having like close to 40 to 50 million in cap space next year for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think that's so good. I think that's awesome. That honestly, guys, it's hard to say. If the Eagles have a good season and we see some of these draft picks really work out well and used the right way, Howie Roseman's getting an extension. Period. It's going to happen. That's how I feel. I mean, me personally, I don't want him here. I mean, that's just me. I feel like, another GM, if you fire Howie Roseman, another GM could walk in and say, oh my God, the Eagles have 3 first-round picks this year and blah, blah, blah. And you know what I mean? Like, that could happen. A GM will want to take this job and make this team better. That's already getting better as it is right now. This draft in 2021 was really important because in free agency, the start of free agency, we only had about $3 million under the cap. That was it. So we were very slow, strategic, obviously with the signings of Eric Wilson and Anthony Harris and, Kerrigan. The bigger signings, that's what I mean. The bigger signings that are huge for us, okay? You can have potentially 30 to 50, and if it stays relatively high, this cap, if the owners get the bar set to 208 million or a little bit less than that, you could have between 40 to 50 million in cap space for the Philadelphia Eagles. Not owed, not negative, positive 40 to 50 million in cap space, plus 10 picks, 3 potential first rounders. It gets no better than that, guys. I think this could get Howie's extension. If this season goes well, some of these draft picks are working out, and we develop these players the right way, I'm telling you right now, it could happen. A lot of people are not going to like it, but I think this team is going to go in a really good direction. I think they're going in a good direction now towards their cap space for next year. You're already going to be eating Carson Wentz's $33 million in cap space. You start the slate clean. And you still have a lot of guys that have multiple years left. And you take some of these veterans, you say, hey, who do you let go? Who's not producing that much? Could you trade somebody and get more draft picks? The team could have more draft picks even next year or the year after that, guys. I mean, they have by 2022, the start of the offseason, it's going to get crazy. It's going to get we thought this offseason was nuts because of the changes. Next year's going to be even more crazy because there's going to be a lot more, we're going to have some of these guys off this roster are going to be traded. You never know what could happen because, you're starting to rebuild some positions now. You know what I mean? So you never know what can happen. But this is exciting, guys. It really is. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait until we get this going. And I want to be that team that's always under the salary cap. Because when you're over the salary cap, like we were over 70 million this year, you have to restructure contracts nonstop. You have to give these players more guaranteed money up front to lessen that cap number for every single year. So at the end of the day, I mean, if the Eagles have between 40 to 50 in cap space, plus 10 draft picks, I can't even. I could say it over and over again because you feel like you have comfort going into an offseason. We're not like, oh, we have no cap space. What are we going to do? Blah, 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 blah. We don't want to do this every year. We don't want to owe money every year. The Eagles need to get smarter when holding on to players for too long. And when they do, they pay for it. Too many veterans equals too many restructures equals you don't have the coaches to develop these new players, these draft picks when you draft them. So it's hard to make a team better that way. But when you have some maneuvering, you have draft picks, you have a lot of things going for you, you could afford a big contract, maybe one or two big contracts. You never know at this point if you work it out the right way. So cap space for the Eagles next year and draft picks 40 to 50, 35 to 50. I mean, it depends where the number, if it goes to the top, if it hits its max, you're going to have 40 to 50. It gets a little bit lower, you get 35 to 50. So it really matters on what the bar is set for the cap once that decision is made. So other than that, guys, I don't want to make this too long, but other than that, guys, I will see you guys later. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys later. Shakes going up, follows 5. Peace out, guys. Peace.